Well, hello. I hope that you are fine and that all is good. I'm just trying to, here we go. Pop that on there and then hopefully then I can see the chat. I hope. Set you on there. Cool. Now hopefully I can see the chat. I'm not sure how to do it in this. But anyway, hello. How are we? So I was actually making, as you can see, I'm still sort of in the middle of making these. Now there is this woman that's on YouTube at the minute. I cannot stop binge watching her videos. Toni, her name is, and it's Crafty by Toni. Oh my word, this woman is absolutely amazing. I just, where she gets her ideas from, I do not know, but absolutely amazing. She not so long ago did, just got it here because I'm literally just trying to get everything up and running, but before I actually go into that, first I do want to say thank you to everybody who sent love, wishes, prayers and thoughts to us. Obviously, if you don't know, we had to say goodbye to our lovely, well, she wasn't so little, dog a couple of weeks ago, Bodhi. So she was 13 and she had a great life, so I'm just sort of getting back into filming for my other channel, reading, crafting. I just needed something, and when I saw Toni's video I was like, yes, that is the video that I need to sort of get me back in, and that I have been thoroughly enjoying myself to the point where I'm thinking to myself, my husband's got the desk next to me. I don't know if I can show you. I can't really show you. But there's like a desk here and then there's a desk that way. And there's the printer in between us. And I'm just thinking, do you know what? He needs to get out of here. He needs to go. I need this place so I can spread. So we are actually going to get the garage converted so he can move down there. And then I'm going to have this whole room to myself, which is going to be amazing. Anyway, yeah, so I was watching Toni, and she made, this is the first thing actually that sort of I sat and did. She was doing the shipping tags, and these are the shipping tags that I've made. So I will link, after I've done the live, I'll link the videos that I refer to in the description box. But yeah, so she made these, or sort of did the inspiration for making these shipping tags. There's some more here. So I got these ones here. So I've made these ones as well. These, what are these called? Stamps are from Crafter's Companion. I went out a couple of weekends ago. I just needed to get out of the house, you know what it's like. And I went to the Evesham, the Crafter's Companion place in Evesham, and I picked up a few bits and pieces. So actually, have I got them to hand? If I've got them to hand, I can show you. Or have I put them? I might have put them away. Can you believe that? I've actually put them away. Literally just as well. Anyway, so I got some stamps and things like that. I'll show you in another video. But yeah, they were all in the sale. So anyway, so this is what I have been making today. Anyway, are these tags. And like I say, I will link the video below. But they're like these tags. So I think she actually did both sides with the tape, with the aluminium tape. I only did one side because I was just having a little play about, but I think what I might do is ink up the backs of these or you could even journal on them or something like that. But these are what I've been making, and I just thought to myself, do you know what, let's just get back into it. Let's do a live. If anybody joins, they do. If they don't, they don't. What can I say? There's no one in the house, which is rare, and it's okay. It's quite chilly outside, actually, to be honest. So I just thought, do you know what, just have a chat and we'll have a little craft along as well. If you're crafting and you join me, then brilliant. If not, then if you are joining me later on when this isn't live, then I'd still love to know what you're doing. If you're creating anything, if you're doing any kind of craft, I would love to know. If you have a YouTube channel as well, I'd love to see that, because I'm just trying to sort of get, you know, some different people that I sort of follow. I'm just seeing this keeps getting clogged up, and I don't know, to put some more glue in it probably. Yeah, I don't think I can get any out of that either. I won't bother doing that right now. If you know anybody, or if you have a channel yourself that you would like to recommend or anything like that, I would love to know, because, you know, I'm just sort of on the hunt for looking for new, you know, just, I don't know, just new channels really, because obviously on your feed it just shows you the same ones over and over again, doesn't it? And it'd just be nice to know, because there isn't just like those only particular channels out there, is there? So who knows? So basically what she did with these tags was she got some dies. The dies that I'm using actually are the Tim Holtz for this particular, these particular ones are the Tim Holtz dies that I'm using. But I did make some more. I got these ones here. Now these are just my punch. So the outer ring is the punch, and then I've actually got these I've had from AliExpress ages ago, and it was the centre bit that I needed. So I've actually got these to use now. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with these, but oops, I will be. Oh, my back. See, this is how I am in real life in my craft room. Yeah, so I've got those, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them, but they are sitting here getting ready to be used for something. But yeah, so that's what I did. But I've actually found in my Tim Holtz these, so I haven't actually cut these out yet, so I'm gonna have a go with these. I need to put those back on the magnet sheet up here. I've got a little magnet sheet. One day I will do a tour of my craft room. It's long overdue. I haven't done one for ages. So there we go. Just put that on there. If you're there, just say hello. It'd be nice. Nice to see you, speak to you, what have you. So that's basically what I'm doing here, is just gluing these down. Now she left these. Now I think you could, if you wanted to, use some alcohol inks on them. I think if I'd have done them back and front, I probably would have done the alcohol inks on the back and on the front of these. So just pushing those down. They look really good, and they're so lightweight as well. So if you want to adorn your journals, if you want to make, you could even make these into jewellery. She did actually say that, but you could, if you had, do you remember the melting pot from years ago? I really wished I'd got one of them. Really wished I'd got one of them, because I would so make jewellery out of all of this. Resin, though, if you have got resin, and if you've got like a mould that you could pour resin in, you could put these in the bottom and then put your resin over the top. UV resin, maybe you could use. So you could paint your UV resin on the top, and then you could put that underneath the UV light. I've got Eurovision on the brain at the minute. I love Eurovision. Absolutely love Eurovision. I'm running a sweepstake at work as well, so hopefully somebody will pick the winning team. There we go. I'm just, like I say, sticking these on. I'm just going to let them dry up a little bit, and then I'll dig out my eyelets. And then I did a TikTok on these little clips, I suppose you could call them. I mean, if you could even glue them on as little tabs. So I'm just making loads and loads and loads of different things. So why not go for it? Why not, indeed. So, but yeah, I will do a, once I get it all tidy, and I mean, it's not actually that bad. I mean, I've got some bits on my bed at the minute, but that's just plastic. I was getting the plastic sheets so I could put my stamps in them, because I'm sick of them falling off the back, like the acetate backing. So, and I do apologise if my throat or if my voice sounds a bit funny as well. Allergies. I have never suffered from allergies. Not quite as bad as this. Then, you know, but it's quite bad, and I just don't know why. Last week, crikey, I could hardly look down without snot running out my nose. Oh dearie. I love them. I just think they look so good. I mean, these aren't supposed to nest at all. I mean, they don't really nest very well, but I think that's what makes it look so good. So it's just those two. I think this is part of his was it chapter 3? Yeah, because these are like the labels. They emboss as well as cut out. So you could, you know, if you wanted to do them on white card, you actually don't even have to do that. You could just literally ink around the bit that's raised and then do it that way. I think he actually did that on some of his lives. So, but yeah, this, honestly, Toni is just so talented. She has some great ideas, and basically it's because of Toni and maybe some other people as well, you know, that I kind of am getting my mojo back again. It just seems to, I seem to get on, and then something will come along and just, and I just think to myself, I can't cope anymore. So hopefully we're on the straight and narrow, but never say never, you know, never say never. I'm just gluing around the back there and then sticking these on. I'll show you actually with the last one how well they do emboss, because they are great if you're thinking of getting them. But what I would say, and I would reiterate what Toni says as well, I just literally went through all my stash to have a look to see what I got, so I wasn't using the same things that she was. But definitely just use what you've got in your stash. Honestly, you will be surprised what you have got. But yeah, there's the, you can see there, if I just hold that there a little bit, you can see the emboss. And if I show you the die, you can see there where that bit around the outside, that's, you've got your cutting blade there, and then this little bit here is where it'll emboss, and it just gives it that nice little, basically it bevels, gives it a lovely little beveled edge. So you could even, if you wanted to, make like a locket style charm or something with that. So that might be something But this is the thing that happens, isn't it? You start making something that you've seen somebody do, so you could probably copy them verbatim, you know, like this, and then it'll take you on to something new and different, something that you probably would never have thought of, but because you've been inspired, then, you know, I mean, you could even, if you wanted to, do these and then glue them back to back. So then, in fact, I might do that with this one. I'm going to do that with this one and see how that looks. Oh, I'm so sorry about my nose. But there we go. Just glue those together. Give it a good pinch. Gives it a little bit more stability as well, a bit more rigidity, if you like. There we go. Right, I might actually do that to a couple of them because we have got 12. I will do different things on the back though. And then this is what happens then, isn't it? You start experimenting and playing about, and then you come up with something just as good. Push that down. Some glue on my nail. Right, I'm pleased with those. Right, so am I going to do another one? I might do one more, and then we've got 9 and 3. Sounds good to me. Do that one and that one, and then we can do those ones separate. I just love them. I just love them. I just think they are fabulous. And you can use your scraps, which is the best thing of all, isn't it, really? Push that down. Okay, so we've got 3 of those. I'm just going to put the lid back on. The amount of times I've lost this lid, you do not want to know. Right, so I'm going to get out my proper dial, and all we're going to do simply is pop a hole just in the top, like so. Don't trap your fingers because that will actually hurt. And actually, I agree, Toni, if you ever watch this, this hole, the fact that you've always got to, that is annoying, that you've always got to empty it. It's not a very good design, is it, really? Especially when you want to batch make something like this. Because you just think, oh. I have got my big one downstairs, my big bite, but... And the reason it's downstairs is I used to have a tall boy next to me. But I had a little incident with my other computer. Basically, it fell off the desk and broke. And I wasn't best pleased because it's one of the ones with the tower's actually inside the computer. So I was not very happy with that. Right, I'm just going to get out a few. I'm not even